Hello. We're here in my Brooklyn kitchen. Welcome. First off today, I have some sauerkraut that is ready to go, although it can keep going for a while. This is like fresh. And I'm going to taste it for you all, even though I've made this recipe before and I know that it works and it's great. Here's what it looks like. I'm just going to grab a little fork and take a taste. Before I taste it, I'm going to just give it a little stir. Looks really good. I feel like this is gonna taste like least pickly than like a regular sauerkraut because it's pretty early still. Really nice tartness. Not overly salty. It doesn't taste vinegary, which is nice. I want to have another bite, but I don't want to dunk my fork back into the mix. Super delicious. If you're, this is great served with meat. It would be really good like inside a quesadilla or something with cheese. It would be really good in a lot of different applications. So I have a lot of work to do because I have a big thing of sauerkraut. I kind of like how it is right now. I don't really want it to continue fermenting too much more, so I'm gonna stick it into the fridge, and I might even later pack it up into separate smaller containers. But yeah, wow, this turned out really great. Hope you try it. Okay, on to what today is all about, which is sweet potatoes that I got at the farmer's market. And I was inspired by the flavors of a twice baked potato. So we're gonna do a sweet potato first baked in the oven until it's tender and cooked, and then I'm going to put it back into this cast iron pan. So I'll mash it up, mix it around with some sour cream, put it back in the pan, and then put some bits on top, and we'll bake that. Probably some bacon on top of there, and then we'll mix in some green onions at the last minute, and that's going to be our twice baked sweet potatoes. So I have to get some oil on them, and get them into the oven. Fantastic. So I'm just going to use this same cast iron pan for everything, and I'm not even going to get my cutting board oily. I'm just going to do this all inside the pan. Just throw a little olive oil or any sort of, just grease these up. If you cooked your bacon in advance, you could kind of roll them in the bacon fat, which could be nice. I'm not going to put any salt on here because we're not going to save the skins. We're just cooking them inside the skins to keep all that flavor in. Just rub your moisturizer into your hands and get these in the oven. Okay, so this is going into our pot. And just rub that into your own skin. That's gonna make your hands look really youthful. That's great. Taking to the stove. Okay, our bacon is done to the point that I'm happy with it, and actually it's done just under where I want it to be because I'm gonna leave it in the pot and leave it sit in the hot fat, and it's gonna keep crisping up after it is done cooking. So let me just figure that out. It's gonna continue to cook even after it's off the heat, is what I meant to say. So just now you can just let this sit and chop up your scallions. I'm gonna do a lot of scallions because you need that bright onioniness. These look really clean and nice, so I'm happy. I'm not going to do much in terms of peeling them. The whites I'm going to put inside the filling, and the greens I'm going to put on top. And what I should have got is a little bowl to put this in, so I'm going to do that. You can just leave your hot bacon pot on your stove. You don't have to bring it over to your work area because I almost just burned my arm on that. careful if you're chopping fast with a sharp knife. You really want to remember to tuck your thumb in, because you can get cocky, get excited, and you get taken down a notch really quick. Okay, here are the tops. I'm just going to get rid of those. And all our prep is done now. We just have to wait for our little potatoes to cook. These are looking very delicious. I'm using these tweezers, but you could use whatever. I'm using these tweezers, but this is how I'm testing the doneness, okay? Okay, it goes all the way through. See? Easily. Ooh, it's getting hot. So I'm gonna let those cool down so that they're cool enough for me to cut in half and scrape the insides out. And that's going to take a little tiny bit of time, and then we'll get to mixing everything together. Okay, so our potatoes are cool enough to touch, and I'm just going to take away the skin. And I haven't decided how I'm going to do that yet. I was going to maybe cut them in half and then scoop it out, but I think I'm just going to peel it off. Like so. I could just use this, rather than that huge knife. Okay, so I'm just using my offset to peel away the thin layer of skin. If you see any spots that are questionable, always remove, well, you know, you can decide to remove those. Okay, I'm also just going to use this to kind of chunk this up into pieces so that it's easier to mash together with our yummy fillings that we're going to put in. Okay. So now I'm gonna grab a fork and mash this. Okay, just mashing up these bits of sweet potato. Oops. Okay, I want to break this up as much as possible before I start mixing the other ingredients in, because once you add other things in there, it's going to be hard to get the chunks. But I still actually want to leave it, or I'm going to leave it a little bit chunky so that it's not just like a smooth mash in your mouth. It's like you get some little pieces of sweet potato in there. Okay, so mash it to however mashed you want it, or if your sweet potatoes aren't cooked enough, they might not mash so easily. In that case, they're gonna get cooked again, but my broiler's working today. They're gonna get cooked again, so don't worry, but they just might not like mash so nicely, whatever. Cook them more, I guess, put them back in the oven. Here's some leftover labna that I had from a different episode. I'm gonna put this in. And also, I have lots of spoons, that's nice. Some sour cream. So it's, for what I have, I'm doing like about a cup of dairy, which is very generous, but I'm feeling generous today. This is like mostly sour cream. But welcome to the world of twice baked potatoes. I may have gone slightly overboard with the sour cream. It was like, have some sweet potato with your sour cream. Okay. Now I'm gonna add bacon. One of these was probably for the bacon, that's the issue. Okay, I'm gonna put like half of this bacon in, and I'm just kind of lightly draining it. I'm not like draining it on a paper towel, but I'm definitely not trying to put too much bacon fat in here. Okay, we have enough left over for the top. Now our green onions. Oh my god. Oof, went all over the place. Okay. We'll get those later. Okay, now I'm going to add salt and pepper. Whoa, that's good. Nice and peppery. Tastes great. Now, nothing is worse than stepping on a piece of onion and barefoot in your kitchen. Nothing is worse than that. Okay, now I'm gonna grab my pan. And I'm gonna put this in the pan. And I'm going to grab make sure you get everything in this pan. Spread it around. Beautiful. Add your bacon, leftover bacon on top. Okay, yummy. Now I'm going to do half of these green onion tops, and then I'm going to do the other half when this comes out of the oven, because we're putting this under the broiler. My broiler is working. Okay, I'm going to take this to the oven. Okay, that is in the oven. I'm being very cautious because broilers, they broil and they do a good job at it. So just don't underestimate the power of your broiler. Okay, look at this. Looks so yummy. I think that was like 5-6 minutes under the broiler, or less, maybe like 2 minutes. I didn't count, but just until everything gets kind of crispy on top. I'm going to add more green onions for like that fresh green onion flavor. And I'm going to show you before I dig in. Woof, do not touch this handle. Okay, I'm gonna take some out. This is almost like Super Bowl dip-esque. Oh, should I not say the word? So this would actually be really good on chips. But it could also be like a side dish to steak. Or whatever vegetable dish you're preparing for yourself. Don't grab a fork. Actually, I'm gonna try this with a couple of these really stale chips. First one without. See, because you still get like hunks of sweet potatoes, so it's kind of nice. This might be really hot. Yeah, this is so fucking good. This is really good. This is like, you could do this with regular potatoes too, but the sweet potatoes are so nice because they're sweet. Bacony, green oniony, obviously sour creamy. But the sweet potatoes are still like really shining through. I really like that it's not all one consistency, that there are chunks. So I would caution to like over mashing. That's why it's nice to roast the sweet potatoes in the oven instead of boiling them, because when you boil them they kind of get soggy, and this way they keep their shape. Wow, this is great. Okay. As a dip, let's see. It dips. Yeah, this is great. These chips are so stale, it's like kind of hilarious. So yeah, this would be really good for a party, for a sports related party, for a holiday related party, for a side dish, if you're having people over, a side dish for yourself. It honestly is a meal in and of itself as well. So if you just put this next to some, like a nice salad, that's dinner. So that's it, twice baked sweet potato.